Hi, Crystal Mew here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about the upcoming release of Surging Sparks. I'm really excited for this set. I do feel like at the moment there is a lot of hype. It's still, we don't know loads about it. We've had a bit of a preview of what's to come, but to me it does have the potential to be a really fun set. The Pikachu looks really cool, especially on the box art. The colors just pop. I really love the rainbow colors, it's very Stellar Crown-esque. And obviously anything dragon based is always a lot of fun, and we can pull some really good cards. It's actually a merging of two sets from the Japanese sets. We've got Paradise Dragona and the Supercharged Breaker, which hasn't yet been released in Japan, so it'll be interesting to see what Supercharged Breaker will reveal. Obviously, it will feature the Terra Pikachu EX, so we'll get an insight into that one. The Paradise Dragona has the Alolan Executor, which I'm not gonna lie, when the Sun and Moon release came out, when we saw the Alolan Executor, I thought it was a joke. I thought it was like some sort of April Fool's. It does look very goofy. It's not my favourite Pokemon, but hey, it's a bit of fun. It makes me wonder if this set will be a bit more, light-hearted and goofy with that Alolan Executor. It's going to be a really big set, over 250 cards. It's going to release November 8th. It'll be SV8. And yeah, this has got so much potential right before the holidays. It's something that I definitely want to be looking into once we know the card list. In terms of value, this could be one potentially worth investing. It's not normally my thing to invest in these sort of things. I kind of do it for the collecting, but if it does become really popular, this will be a really good set to invest in. So let's take a look at what cards we have out of the 250. So there's going to be the A-Spec cards again. So we've got the 8 A-Spec cards. I do really like the A-Spec cards. They add a little something extra. We've got 9 Stellar Terra Pokemon EX and 9 normal Pokemon EX. So that's quite a few. We've got 23 illustration rare Pokemon. So that is going to be a lot of pulls, which obviously it means that we'll get a lot of different ones to collect. It means individually it's going to be a lot harder to get certain cards, obviously depending which ones they are. I feel like there are going to be some really popular ones and really sought after ones, and the prices of those are probably going to be quite high. And we also have 11 special illustration rare Pokemon. So yeah, that is a lot of illustration cards. I'm not gonna lie, the illustration cards are the ones I really love collecting. It's so fun to see all the different designs, and you're always chasing a certain illustration that's your favorite. Sometimes I find the normal illustration rares are actually, there've been a few that I actually prefer than the special illustration. Obviously these special illustration cards are a lot harder to find. But as for Temporal Forces, for example, I actually preferred some of the normal illustration rares, even though the special illustration rares are often more expensive and sought after. So it'll be interesting to see which Pokemon crop up here. We already know that there's going to be a Latias and Latios. I think they're from, I think the Latios is the illustration rare, I believe, and the Latias is the special illustration. So it's interesting how they've split those two up. They look, in my opinion, really cool, and as per usual, when we get a preview for them on the website, when it's just a scan, we don't get to see the full holo and how it shines, which I do find in real life it always looks 10 times better. And yeah, I feel like with that really cool landscape background, we can see them flying through the air, and there's the city landscape beneath them, and the angle, and it's the sunset. I do feel like the holos could look really cool in these, and they also, when you put them together, they go together, which is really nice. It's a shame that they're a few numbers apart, because I feel like putting them in a binder, they'd look really good together. So having them separated feels a bit, they've missed the mark on that one. But having one as a special illustration and one as a normal illustration rare, I mean, yeah, everyone will be sorting after the Latias to make up for, you know, to complete the picture, which is really cool. And we also have 6 hyper rare gold etched cards. It'll be interesting to see what Pokemon are featured in these ones. Yeah, I mean, the hyper rare ones are obviously harder to pull. I personally have never been that into the gold etched cards compared to the illustration ones, but it's still really exciting to pull them because they are so rare. Whenever I have pulled them before, I've got super excited, and especially if they're Pokemon I really like. So yeah, that is a lot of cards. It'll be a really fun set to collect, very expensive set to collect, obviously with the amount of illustration rares and special illustration cards. I feel like this set will be really sought after. I hope it's not all hype, but yeah, I feel like this set has got a massive potential, and again, because it's just before the holidays, I feel like they're building it up to be sold ready for Christmas. Maybe it's on people's Christmas lists. I know it'll be on mine. Yeah, so I feel like maybe this will be a really good set. Again, we won't know any more until the Japanese sets have been released, and we can take a look into what cards will be released for this one. But again, let's look a bit more closely into what has been revealed to us so far. So first off, I want to look at the blister packs, because we've got the promo cards, which are Quagsire and Zapdos. I think that the Quagsire, whilst it's really cute and goofy, again, I feel like there's a bit of a goofy theme going on here. Like, we've got the Alolan Executor, which looks really silly, and the Quagsire also looks very funny. I don't think that one's going to be as popular. I don't know, maybe it's just me. I find Quagsire is not really a card I really care for, but that's just my opinion. Maybe it is going to be more sought after. But Zapdos, on the other hand, since, you know, Surging Sparks, it being electric themed, I think that one's going to be the more popular, and I think this one will sell a bit better, so therefore that promo card will be more sought after. And then in terms of promo cards, we need to talk about the Magneton promo card, which has really surprised me because it's such a cool looking card for a promo card. This looks more like it could be more of a illustration card, or even a special illustration card, and yet it's just a promo, so I think it's going to be really popular. I feel like if it was a special illustration, it would be one that people would want to chase. But yeah, they've released it as a promo card, which is quite interesting. I just love the sort of chaotic nature of it. It almost looks like, when you're not looking at it properly, it looks like a lot of electrical components around, and it looks very chaotic. It'd be interesting to see what it looks like in person. But yeah, that card, it looks really cool. So let's talk about some of the cards that have already been revealed. Obviously, we can take a preview from what's been revealed in the Japanese set. Okay, first of all, we've got sort of like, you know, the commons and uncommons. Yeah, like, they've got a good variation here. Obviously, they've got the Execute. We've got Vulpix, which is always a good one. I quite like some of the artworks of these. We've got the Ninetales, which I really like the artwork of, and Ho-Oh. And of course, we've got the Stellar Terra Pokemon cards, which, you know, they look really cool, especially in person. Got the rainbow borders. I really like those. Yeah, I feel like there's some solid ones here. We've got the Latias and Latios in this. We've got an uncommon, and we got an EX card of Latias. Yeah, it's a lot of colourful, more sort of cutesy Pokemon I've found. I'm really liking some of these. Like, I am truly looking to try and to complete this set. Obviously, with the amount of cards, it'll take a little while, but you know, I'm happy to do that. The Flygon looks really cool. I like the look of this card a lot. We've got Registeel. We've got the Alolan Executor, Stellar Terra Pokemon with the rainbow borders, which I think is really cool. So yeah, Eevee, Snorlax, and again, the A-Spec cards look really good. I always like the A-Spec ones. So yeah, those are looking pretty decent. Obviously we haven't got the full range yet, I don't think, but from what I can see so far, they look really good to me. And obviously those will be merging with the supercharged breaker, which hasn't yet been released as of when I've recorded this video. Yeah, and then if we start looking at the illustration rares, we've got the really goofy Execute illustration rare Pokemon card. Yeah, I don't really know what's going on there. There's a basketball in there, there's a skateboard, there's tennis. Like, how are they playing these sports? We've got some rollerblades. Yeah, these seem like bad sports for an egg. But yeah, it's kind of goofy looking. We've got the Latios illustration rare, which again, I've heard some like mixed reviews of this card. I personally think it looks really cool, and I'm also leaving the potential for it to be really cool looking with the hollow sort of effect. It'll be really good to see what that looks like, because I feel like with that lens flare of the sunset, I just think that will enhance the way that the hollow looks. The Alolan Executor is the special illustration rare, which again, it looks super goofy, but I will admit I do like the look of it. You know, it's got all the rainbow colours, it looks really cool. It is definitely a very vibrant, colourful card. Again, I'm not a fan of the Pokemon, but I feel like the way they've promoted this one makes it more appealing. So, and of course we've got the Latias special illustration rare, which completes the Latias Latios. And obviously these cards go together, so again, they won't sit together in a binder, but you know, I think this is a really cool card. Again, I'd like to see it in person, to see what it looks like, you know, with the hollow. I think it could be really cool. So since I wrapped up filming this video, there's actually been some new news on the Surgeon Sparks set, and the full art version of Black Kyurem EX has just been revealed. This is a really cool looking card, and this definitely fits the theme of Surgeon Sparks being a dragon and electric based set. Yeah, I really like the design. It looks really cool, and it looks to be textured as per normal, but yeah, I can't wait to take a look at this card in person. And we also have Turtonator, which is going to be a uncommon, so nothing big there, and the Iron Crown Future card, which is going to be a rare. Again, these aren't anything exciting, but again, it's nice to look at some of the artwork. Iron Crown does look really cool, but again, it doesn't feel like anything massively new since Temporal Forces. And Turtonator, again, it's just an uncommon, but you know, I really like the art style. It's got a very geometric look to it, and you know, it's nice to see some of the extra cards coming out so that we can finally see the whole deck and make our minds up on, you know, whether we'll be going for this set or not. So yeah, that's what we have so far. Obviously, if it's based on the Paradise Dragona set, we're looking at more dragon types. I wonder if, like, you know, Dragonite will be in there. That would be a really cool card. Some of the other dragon types will be interesting, especially ones that haven't really been used recently. Yeah, I feel like this could have so much potential. I feel like I hope it doesn't miss the mark. I hope it's not one of those sets that builds up loads of hype and then eventually we get to it and it's not that great. But I do feel like maybe this one lives up to its reputation. Yeah, I'm really excited to see where this goes. I know there was a lot of hate for the logo to begin with. It looks quite childish, and initially, yeah, I felt the same way because some of the previous sets looked more sort of sleek and modern and a bit more, you know, grown up. This one's kind of more playful, but again, it goes with the kind of playful vibe I'm sort of getting from this set. Is again a little bit goofy. But you know, it's Surgeon Sparks. It's a Pikachu based one, which again, like, will be, you know, Pikachu's beloved by adults and children, and I feel like it's quite an appealing logo to me in that, you know, it's fun, it's goofy, and the logo's actually grown on me quite a lot. So yeah, that's my thoughts on the card so far. Yeah, I will be interested to see what the Pikachu card looks like. I don't believe that's been released yet from when I'm making this video. Yeah, I'm quite excited about this one. It's the first set I've been excited for in quite a long time. Obviously we've had Shroud of Fable, which personally I wasn't a big fan of. Stellar Crown was a bit more exciting, but again, you know, it's not one that I've been super excited for. The last one that I've been really focused on is Temporal Forces, but this one might be my next one to invest in, next one to collect. I'm really excited to collect some of these cards, especially because we'll have so many. It'll be one that, you know, will take some time to build up. It won't be one that we can just do really easily. Do you think this is going to live up to the hype, or do you think this kind of looks like it's going to be a bit of a dud? Let me know, and as always, please give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and hit the subscribe button and the notifications. And until next time, see ya!